I'm sitting here with George Boosey from Durham, North Carolina, and
He's
like
got all
to.
his teeth still, though.
Well, okay, Oscar. Now let me introduce. This is Oscar as well.
And I got all mine, too.
George, I wanted to ask you, how long have you been into ventriloquism?
I've been into it since, well, when I was a kid. I got into it when I was like 9, 10 years old.
Okay, and you now work for WUNC radio station, North Carolina.
That's true.
And what do you do there?
I'm the program director.
Oh,
so
okay.
I select the programs and check to make sure they get the audience they need to stay on the air.
Terrific. Now, you got to tell me a little bit about Oscar here. How did Oscar come to be in your possession?
Well, Oscar belonged to Peter Rich, who now lives in San Antonio, lived in Hagerstown, Maryland at the time. And I was actually looking for a martial figure that I had known when I was a kid. A fellow by the name of Logan Pritchett in Little Rock he was known as Dr. Zuko, and he used to do advertising for a local bakery, Myers Bread Company. It was the Myers Bread Boy.
Okay.
And he died, and his widow sold the figure before I could get the money to buy it.
Yeah, you cheat.
No, and so when it came time, I started to see if I could find the figure, and I couldn't. And I was going through some old Vint magazines, and I saw Peter's ad for Oscar, and I looked at it and said, wow, and contacted him, and he still had Oscar. The ad was an old ad,
An old figure.
I see, and I called him and bought him, and we've had a correspondence ever since. I went and visited him down in San Antonio a couple of years ago.
Well, that's great. Now, Peter also had a very famous martial figure, and what was that one's name?
You're talking about Rawhide.
Rawhide, right.
Yeah. Well, Rawhide was the first Oscar.
Well,
I said he was you were Oscar 2.
oh, God. 2? I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Well, that's
You
all
could've told
right.
me that before. Not in public.
Sorry.
Well,
I
I
didn't
also,
know this was going to be this kind of interview, Dan.
well, we want to know all about you. You know,
Entertainment tonight.
you're one of my favorite people. You know, you came from the master. Marshall is my favorite maker, and I just had to find out all about you.
Yeah, I didn't know I was number 2. I don't know
All
if I
right.
can live with this.
Well, now I understand, Oscar, that one of your good friends resides with me.
You're talking about Archie?
That's who I'm talking about.
I heard he went to camp 3 years ago.
That's right.
And he hasn't come back.
And he hasn't come back.
Camp Gwill?
Camp Gwill is correct.
Yeah,
He-
I heard people stay there.
For a while, they
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
You were lucky you found the escape route, I think.
Yeah, well, probably because of the arthritis, you know.
Very good.
Yeah, well, I hear he's okay, you know, he's like a saxophone player.
That's true. You got to hear him play quite a bit, I think. Well, it's been a pleasure to have you sit at the table with me and talk with me.
Well,
And,
a lot more fun if you'd have put some food on the table.
well, next time we'll make sure we have it. George, thank you so much for coming over and doing this interview with us.
It was
And by the way, I want to let everybody know that George is a great contributor to our site, ventriloquistcentral.com. And again, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
It's been fun.
Okay, great.